right, Christian. Fun fact time.
Okay.
Or I guess just a question really for you. But how much of the world's population do you think is female?
57%.
You think there's 57% females and then, what was that, 43 males? You,
Yes.
sir, are wrong. It's 49.6.
Wow.
49.6. So I have 1,000 people. 50.4 are men, and 49.6 are women.
And that's the world population?
Mm-hmm. So for every 100 girls, there's 107 baby boys born.
How do you think they figure that stuff out?
I mean, the census, right?
But, like, no one's going through the Amazon, checking all the Amazon tribes.
I mean...
You know what I
They
mean?
maybe they have a guy.
Maybe they have a guy.
Knock, knock.
I'm here with the government.
Get stabbed. I don't know. It says, but males have a higher risk of dying than females.
I was going to say,
both
that's
in childhood and at adult age.
That's why I thought it would be females.
Yeah, I would have thought there were more females in the world than... What's up, buddy? Than males. I found that pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is kind of weird.
So, fun fact of the day. Guys, let's make sure we can keep it up. I don't want the women, getting ahead. Get to 50-50. Oof.
Sheesh.
Scary.
But
But I feel like that makes sense, though. Like, pretty much it almost being like 50-50. Like, I feel like
Wouldn't it be weird if it was like
if it was dramatic.
30%?
No, yeah, if it was like dramatic, like literally, like, yeah.
30% men?
A freaking, what would it be, like a 60-40? Or a 30-70? Or even a 25-4? Like, oh my gosh. There's been a couple movies, I think, made about that. Like The Last Man, like on Earth, Last Woman on Earth. I think the last one I saw was The Last Man, which is like all like the offspring, they just kept being born females. Like no males.
That's crazy.
At all. It was wild. And I think civilization somehow, like, it turned into, obviously eventually they saw this coming, so I think they just turned into like the artificial or like insemination.
Uh-huh.
So they just had all these guys before they all died or something. They had just had all their sperm, and that's how they kept it going. But it was just all females. But eventually, you're gonna die out because you're gonna run. I don't know. Very interesting concept movie, but I don't know. But yeah, welcome back, everybody.
Episode 4.
Yep, episode 4, season 2. We're back. We got with more snow.
Yep, we got more snow since we've seen you guys.
Barely though.
But it was weak.
It really was. They were calling for.
It was more like a slush storm.
They said 3 to 6 inches, and I looked outside. It was half an inch.
3.
It was half an inch. I swear.
Yeah, I woke up at 1 in the morning and there was like some snow outside, and then I woke up at like 7 and it was obviously still snowing a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. It seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of accumulation between 1 in the morning and 7.
Yeah, and I don't think it was one of those things where like a lot of it melted. I just think that like it just didn't precipitate.
There was
like,
a lot of water, more slush and water.
Yeah, but it iced a good bit more than the last one, I think.
Yeah.
I think I saw a lot more ice, but yeah. That's our second snowfall of the year. And you think we're gonna get any more? I think that's it for the year.
I feel like we're gonna get something in March, maybe.
You think it's gonna snow in March?
Dude, that's when we get like our worst snowstorms.
No.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. When did we go on spring break? In Norfolk Christian.
I do remember that one time. Yeah. I don't know. Let me look at the weather for the month. I'm not seeing any snow predictions.
Yeah, they're not going to predict snow in March.
Dude, everything's going to be bumping up to the 60s, man, in March time. It's going to be averaging high 60s.
That's what the normal averages are, but you can get... All it takes is the wrong jet stream pattern, and you get some Arctic air and some moisture, and it's gonna snow.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
Well, that's the truth.
We'll see. I think we're good for
my bold prediction: March snow.
what? At least one more inch.
Oh, I think we'll get maybe another inch or more. If we get snow in March, it's gonna be like 6 inches.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're crazy. You're fucking wild.
It'll be like 6 inches for sure.
Interesting how it's snowing, and like later in the year, like March and stuff, ties in to my theory.
Uh-huh.
Now, I haven't done a lot of research on this.
But I like to call myself an expert.
But yeah, I like to think of myself as a PhD student.
I understand the concepts behind all this stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've watched, Day After Tomorrow, all these movies about, superstorms and stuff like
climate change.
2021 or 2020
I read
whatever.
Greta Thunberg's book.
Yeah.
I know about this stuff.
Yeah, 2012, Y2K, like I know about all the world ending. So
Bitcoin.
So I think this has been my theory, and I've thought about this every now and then for the past couple of years. I think the first time I thought about it was like 4 or 5 years ago when it was, I think, 76 degrees on Christmas here, and like went to the beach and stuff. Like, what the hell? It's December.
Uh-huh.
It's wintertime at 76 and sunny and hot. I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt and I'm on the beach. So my thing is, I think that the poles or just the seasons are switching.
In the poles.
I guess the poles, whatever. I don't know about the poles. I don't know if poles is the right term, but I just think seasons are switching. So I think like eventually December is going to be summertime and June is going to be winter.
How far?
Or July. Like, how far would that be? I don't know. Maybe like another 100,
couple hundred years.
Yeah, maybe 10,000 years, something
10,000
like that.
years.
In the next 10,000 years, maybe it would be like that. Yeah, or something.
10,000 years is a long time.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. But that's what I think. I think that Earth rotating in space, go upside down, whatever. Eventually, the rotation of the full solar system, Milky Way galaxy, and stuff. Like, I think it's gonna happen. So then eventually, yeah, and that's just what's happening now. We're getting a little taste of that. Like the winter is moving further into the year, where in fall is also moving into December and stuff. Everything's just shifting. Like,
how does that make you feel?
I feel like I'm ready. I feel prepared.
Yeah,
I'm all good for it.
you're all good for it.
No, yeah, no, I'm like, maybe I'm not here for it, but I'm fine with it. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that that's an interesting idea. I think that it would be, it's a fun idea. I'm not sure if it would be possible.
Wouldn't it be interesting?
One thing I do know though is that underwater volcano thing that erupted.
Oh yeah.
They were saying that sometimes when things like that erupt in that way, the particles that enter the atmosphere,
the ions,
actually mix with greenhouse gases and cool the earth. Mm-hmm. So I think there was some stupid headline stuff like, are we headed for an ice age? I don't know if
I hope so. Everyone talk about global warming. Might as well need an ice age.
To me, it's funny because it's funny to me how quick something like that can change.
Yeah.
And not to say that nobody would have said this before, but not many people would have even thought about, everyone's like, how do we fix global warming? How
do we fix global warming? How do we stop the ice age? What do you mean, man? Screw global warming.
The Earth will figure itself out, I feel like, in a way. You know what I mean?
Maybe, unless the Earth is suicidal, man.
Unless the Earth is suicidal.
Wants to kill itself, man.
I just thought it was interesting that, something like that could even...
What if Earth is just going through an emo phase? It just doesn't want to live right now,
I'm not so sure. I think it does want to live.
I don't know, man. I think it's just...
It's just in a weird
It's
phase.
still pretty young.
Like,
It's only like a couple, however people look at it, a couple thousand, couple million.
million, trillion.
Trillion, quadrillion, yeah.
You know.
That's, what is time?
What is time?
In space. What's relative? Nothing. Cool. But yeah, no, it's just a thought I had, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting. That would be like a thing, or if there's studies about that, or just even conspiracies or thoughts on that. Like, yeah, like
it would just be like,
I don't think it's like pole switching. Like, I think north is gonna be north, south is gonna be south. Yeah. But I think it's a season.
It's like, I guess the thing that you're trying to communicate is that maybe seasons are slightly longer or shorter during different years, and the combination of those could offset to one point.
Yeah. Well, I guess I said poles because I was thinking, because, right now, winter for us, but Australia, it's summer.
Yeah.
But, like, so all I'm thinking is eventually, why couldn't it, like, be, like, upside down, like, poles, like, reverse, so then...
The idea is that Earth is on an axis.
Yeah.
The sun's in the middle. Mm-hmm. And the Earth spins. So, as the Earth tilts, like, different parts of it are closer or further from the sun, which is what gives you
I know that.
Summer or winter. No, I'm just saying that.
I know the fucking Earth works, alright? I know how seasons work. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. I know how it works.
I'm just saying that.
Waning and waxing.
I'm not sure that they could actually...
Nah, man, because there's also...
the hemisphere.
Yeah, man, because, the sun's moving, we're also moving with Earth spinning at the same time in space.
You're in the ocean on a board.
But eventually,
on a wave
it's just going to turn. I don't know, man. I don't know. That also kind of goes about... Alright, going off on a tangent, everyone. Here we go. But talking about with, because you said the sun is here and the Earth is here and we're just doing this.
Yeah.
But in actuality, we're like... doing this, like the sun is moving forward, we're moving forward same rate, but we're moving through space. Like, we're not just stuck, we're all moving together, like through space. And now we're spinning around the sun, but we're moving a direction.
How fast are we all moving?
I have no idea. Like, maybe like 1,400 miles an hour. Something, I don't know.
Huh.
But that's what I'm thinking. And they said a new theory came out that if time travel ever becomes a thing, then realistically, the time travel, you need to know the month, date, wherever you want to go, but then the location on Earth, but also Earth's location in space. Because if you teleport, to that time in the past, the Earth isn't there anymore. It's so you need to know the space location. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that,
dude. It is crazy to think about, like, that in a way.
I'll type in about the Earth speed.
But, like, okay. So then do you think that, like Jesus would be considered a time traveler?
Dude, maybe. Hold on. You want Earth spinning or Earth moving? The same thing.
I don't know.
So
I don't know what I want.
Let's. Okay.
Just some
I
good
said 14. I said 14,000.
14 something miles an hour.
Or I said 1,400 maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. A little bit off. 67,000 miles an hour.
67,000 miles an hour.
Slight, just a little bit off. There.
How fast does the Tesla get to 60?
The Roadster? Which one? Let's see. In addition to our solar system, Earth and all whirls around the center of our galaxy at some 220 kilometers per second, or 490,000 miles an hour.
What was that one?
Whirls around the center of our galaxy. I don't know. I think maybe that's how fast the whole galaxy is moving.
So I think, and this might be obvious, but I think what it's saying is the galaxy, let's say the center of the galaxy, the sun, and then the Earth and all this,
You mean center of the Milky Way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we spin around that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's why tail whips like that.
I think that's what it's saying.
So the Milky Way galaxy.
We're all rotating in the Milky Way galaxy, But we're rotating around the sun in the Milky Way galaxy, and the moon's rotating around us, around the sun, around the Milky Way galaxy.
Okay, now this one is talking about through space. This one says 1,700 kilometers an hour. I don't know about that one. Maybe that's just talking about the Earth axis. I don't know, man. But shit going fast. We're moving. But I don't know. I thought it was just an interesting thing that someone brought up there about time travel. That if you want to time travel, if time travel was real, you need to, the location of Earth and space.
To me,
of where you want to go. But you were talking. What were you saying?
I was thinking to me the way I was thinking about it was more like time travel in the idea of dimensions, because if you can cross dimensions, then you can what would appear to be time travel.
Oh.
But it's not exactly like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a hard
Have
one.
you seen a video about the dimensions, what the first dimension, second dimension, third dimension, fourth dimension? It's pretty crazy.
It seems trippy.
It is pretty
Seems like
trippy.
some DMT stuff right now. Seeing around walls.
Seeing around walls.
How about your finger?
Oh, I hit it with a hammer.
Nice.
So it's a blood blister.
I've actually never had a blood blister before. Speaking about...
I thought about cutting it open and letting it drain, but I was like, we're just going to leave it. I should have told you. I think it's cancer.
Speaking... It looks like some melanoma. Speaking about skin problems or anything, I got a new knife that came in a week or two ago. Haven't used it till today.
What kind of knife?
It's like YouTuber chef guy I watch. It's his knife's Babish. Binging with Babish. Love his stuff. But he had a knife. I got his butcher one. I'll show you too before we go. And I was meal prepping all my chicken and stuff. This bitch is so sharp. So sharp. And I thought my global knife was sharp. First off, this knife, I think it was $25. So sharp.
The problem is keeping it sharp.
Yeah, I know. It's we'll see how long it stays.
Really nice when knives come really sharp.
Yeah, no, that is one thing that came really, really sharp, because I feel like sometimes they come not sharp. We'll see how long this stays sharp. As I got a knife sharpener guy that can, sharpen if it starts getting dull, but this thing is wild. How sharp it is. So I'm cutting away, and I got my gloves on. Doing just chicken. I'm just meal prepping the whole time, so I don't feel like washing my hands. So I got gloves on, cutting, zing, and just nip the glove a little bit. I look down, I'm not bleeding. I'm like, all right, but then at the end, I take my glove off, and it got me just a little bit right there, this little crater right up in there.
Yeah.
I mean, just clean right off. I was like, damn, I actually could have just. Because I've definitely bumped myself with my global knife, and it just hits and it just stays, but nothing gets cut. But nothing gets cut. It just stops. It's but this one just went right through it.
That's like the knives at the Hidden Pearl when I worked there. I wouldn't do anything that you would normally do when you're using a knife to be safe, and the owner and the lady up front would always be like, you're going to cut yourself. But, I couldn't cut myself with these knives if I wanted to. You could seriously take it on your skin and go like this, and it wouldn't cut anything. They were the dullest knives.
Really? Dude, that sucks. Yeah, but I'll show it to you before I go out. It's so nice. Yeah. Really great review for that knife, for at least out of the box. Performance. Fantastic.
Dude, you said it was only $25?
Yeah.
It's worth $25 to just buy it every single time you need a new one.
See how long it lasts and stuff. But I got this butcher one. I plan on getting, I think it's chef one. Mm-hmm. I mean, if this one holds up at least long enough, and depending how well it resharpens, at least with my guy, he's just he uses a belt sharpener. It's some grandpa.
You don't have a
whetstone?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you don't go to some Japanese master whetstone.
I wish I did. Dude, talking about we're going off on a lot of tangents right now, but who cares? Talking about just I don't know, Japanese whetstones or knife sharpeners, kind of what do you call those like type of skills or like practice or jobs like
Trades.
like trade jobs. A locksmith, lock picker, you know. Carrington locked the desk to that drawer by accident. It's been like that for months. And Grace is starting to move stuff in here and stuff, so only one of the desk drawers works.
She's like, I want my second drawer.
No, she didn't even say anything about the drawer, but I would like at least for her to have that space because I know she's probably going to need it. So I'm like, okay, let me just call it locksmith. I call like some locksmith, the first locksmith that's on Google. I type in locksmith, call them. Some lady answers. I'm like, hey, just want to call and see like y'all have a website or anything, but didn't know like what y'all like prices were, you know, for just a simple lock. And they're like, all right, well, like we'll send it. What's your address? I was like, what? This is my address. All right, we'll have a guy come out in 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. Guy comes out 15 minutes later. He comes over, comes in. I show him the lock. He looks at it. He goes, all right, so yeah, that lock is that we got two options. I can either try to pick it, unlock it, no damage. These are his words. It literally is, I can try to unlock it, pick it, no damage for $200. Or I can drill it through and break the lock and put a new one in, $300. I did not want to pay $200 just for a simple damn empty drawer lock.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I have to wait for my dad to get home on that. I said, he looked at me, he was like, it'll be $200. I'm like, yeah, well, let me write all this down. I wrote it down. I was like, all right, well, like, I'll have to wait for my dad to get home and see, like, it's not my drawer, so I gotta make sure, if he wants to pay that for getting all that done. So I'll just give you a call, he gets back later tonight. He was like, so he's like, okay. And, like, he looks like a little, like confused. I'm like, all right, well, I'll give you all a call. Like, I just didn't want to really say $200, get the fuck out of my house. And he left.
Oh,
he was here for under 5 minutes. I get a call like 5 minutes after he leaves from like the lady from like the company where you're saying that. Did the guy come out? I'm like, yeah, he came out and stuff. He gave me the estimate for it.
I gotta wait for my dad.
I have to wait for my dad or something. And she was like, okay, well, like, did you pay him like service fee? I was like, what? I said, yeah, did you pay him a service fee? I was like, no. He was here for 5 minutes. He told me it was going to be $200. He was like, well, usually I'm like, I'm not, I don't know what game I remember. I don't know what game I was. I said, ma'am, stop right there. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not paying anybody anything. He just literally came out and said it was going to be $200 and he left. He was here for 5 minutes. I don't care if it's fucking $10. I'm like, no. And she goes, okay, and hangs up. I was like, yeah. I had a feeling she's like, okay, well, like, it's like $40 for him to come out. Like, well, you should have told me that before you just sent him out.
Yeah.
Like, or anything. Like, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, no. All right, don't send him. Or, like, But I was like, that seemed kind of scamish to me.
I know what you mean.
Her being like, oh, well, there's a $40. Like, $40 for 5 minutes of no work and just to look at a lock and say $200. That'd be $40 now, please, because I told you that. I would tell the guy, no, leave. Just get the fuck out.
That is pretty crazy.
So I texted Carrington.
You said $200.
I texted Carrington with a link to Amazon lockpicking kit. Just $30.
If he said he's just gonna drill it out,
but I don't want to drill it out. It's because I don't know how to replace it like that. Like, cause it's an old ass desk and stuff. Because it's George's too from like law school. So I don't really want to fuck it up too much. But
I bet you can find.
I was like, a lockpicking kit was $30 on Amazon. I told Karen buy this since you're the one that fucking locked it, and I'll have fun and work on my lockpicking skills to see if I can get it undone. If I get it undone, great. And if not, whatever.
Have you got the lockpick kit yet?
No, he didn't text me back. Bitch.
He should have bought it for you on like the 1 hour delivery.
I did, but no, I'm gonna text him again right now actually and be like,
emphasize it.
So, yeah, but I'm actually about to do that.
That's funny. That is pretty crazy though.
$200 and like I would understand like maybe if this was like to my house and I like literally can't get into my house, or if it's like to a safe that has like $1 billion in all like passport stuff or like something that I need right now or the next day. This is an empty drawer.
You know what's like funny to me?
I understand they gotta make a
like,
living.
Well, I could be wrong about this, but I think that something like that guy, I don't know if that guy in particular, but somebody who knows what they're doing, like, knows what it takes to get that done. Like, if that, and I don't know, so I can't say for sure, but if that takes, like, 5 minutes to pick or whatever, like,
dude,
you'd be better off as a business to, in a situation like this, to just do it for free and have you be so happy and tell everyone
reviews all
tell everyone, like, you'd be telling people like, oh my gosh, like, these people came and like they did work and they didn't even charge me or whatever, and that would give them more business to like for actual situations that
I mean I will say customer service pretty poor, but at least they were like
quick.
Hey, yeah, is you have a problem? Yeah, cool. Be like 15 minutes done. I'm like, oh,
that is pretty great.
That was great on that side, but
yeah.
First off, no website, and then second off, I literally asked the lady. I was like, I'm just wondering how much you need. Standard rate like goes for prices. A standard lock, like just a standard lock, and she's like, no, like I'll send a guy out. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just literally need over $200 for literally just a regular key lock, like. $200. I was like, holy shit, this is insane.
You need to.
So I went on Craigslist, but no one was there.
You put an ad up?
Well, maybe I should.
Looking for lock pickers.
Looking for professional robbers.
Professional lock picker, desk lock pickers.
Dude, I watched there's a guy on TikTok I watched.
You said my dad isn't home.
I said my daddy's not home. I was like, I'm actually only 17. Don't hurt me. But, oh man, what the fuck was I gonna say? What the fuck did I mention? Damn, it's slipping. Oh, I watched a guy on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok, yeah.
Like, I watched a guy on TikTok that all he does is he's like our age, or maybe even younger.
Yeah.
All he does is he just picks locks on TikTk. All like the master bolt lock. He did every single series, and he shows people like how shitty they are. He would go shh, 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 done, and it's like literally 5 seconds.
Dude, I mean, it's funny how much is all sort of like an illusion of security.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like, just because most people don't know how to do it doesn't mean that it's not easy.
Dude, this is the guy I watch. Oh, fuck.
Man, you gotta love TikTok.
You're gonna love this new release. It's an updated version of the classic Model 5, now reinforced, but more importantly, backed by this lifetime guarantee. This is super exciting because it ensures that you get to enjoy an entire lifetime of disappointment.
It's already he already did it.
Yeah.
Already unlocked. What the hell?
Isn't that crazy?
I'm about to call him up. Hey, got a promo. You want to come out here?
Got a promo.
We'll have him on the podcast.
Pay like $1 million to get this guy out. It was worth it.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather have him. I'd rather pay $1 million to have this guy than $200 to some random company. But yeah, so I don't know. I also think it'd be fun to try to pick the lock myself, just for the hell of it, just to see what it's like.
We'll just set up the camera and do a podcast.
Yeah.
Picking the lock.
But dude, I just still can't. I couldn't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Like, I was thinking it was gonna cost like $75 to like undo it. That's like what I was like thinking. It would be. I didn't think it was gonna be over 100. And I thought at minimum $50. So I figured around there, $75 for the time. But it's not like I said. He's not gonna be for an hour. He's gonna be for 5-10 minutes max.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but if anyone knows a good lockpicking guy, let me know.
That's wild.
Yeah, right. Right.
Some things are better off locked forever.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just an empty drawer. So it is what it is. Freaking crazy. But you know what also is crazy? A couple things that we're going to talk about. Some things. We'll start off with
Bitcoin.
No. We'll start off with something that probably a lot of people won't really care about too much or will have too much interest in or invested in, or at least not. Our faithful MVP, VIP members, Jeff and Cheryl. Xbox, PlayStation, these games, their size, their download size, they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So like my Xbox is like 1 terabyte, which is like 1,000.
Which is like one game nowadays.
It's like 1,000. 1,000 gigabytes is 1 terabyte.
You can get like 10 games.
Dude, but
Huh.
like I think like the new Call of Duty game is like 400.
No, that's
Well,
crazy.
hold on. Let's.
I think it used to be like 120 maybe. Like your biggest games were like 150, I feel like. But I could be wrong. It's been so long since I did it. But 400, that's insane.
No, I'm just joking. I'm really over exaggerating right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's only 100.
What about with DLC and stuff?
Oh, they didn't say any of that stuff like that.
Because like sometimes the base game was 100 and like DLC and everything else was like 150.
Yeah.
Total. Like combined, it was like 50 extra. But like, no, I mean, you couldn't have a couple of sports games, like Call of Duty, and then you had things that came out like
Yeah.
Fortnite and that people started down. Like at one point, I remember having like more games than I could keep
So, like,
downloaded.
to put
you had
this-
to flip flop back and forth.
Oh, yeah. So put this in perspective right now. Fucking A, dude.
Dude, I didn't realize.
This is crazy. So these are the top like games right now that are gonna be that take up a lot of space. So
Assassin's Creed.
yeah. So coming in at
Viking
number 1, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and that has Warzone in it, Cold War, and like Vanguard. There's like 3 games in one. That's 139, pretty much 140 gigabytes, and I don't know if that includes like DLC stuff. Marvel's Avengers game is 140. NBA 2K22 is 115.
Yeah.
Red Dead Online 105. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 103. Assassin's Creed Valhalla 103. Flight Simulator 102. Forza Horizon 97. Destiny 88. FIFA 21 82. Halo Master Chief 81. Apex Legends 75. Hitman 69, Watch Dogs 65, Borderlands 3 with 64, and Sea of Thieves, which is a game I play a lot, is 62. But to put it in perspective, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. This is like 10 to 15 games they have listed on here. You can't have all these games on your. You can. That's the thing. Like. Even if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you can't even have the first 9 or after 9 games. Honestly, maybe after 8 games of the top 10, you can't have any more.
Yeah.
If your thing can't handle over a terabyte.
Like, I used to have Destiny, FIFA, 2K, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, like, I mean,
Dude, it's
it got to a point where you had to like
delete games.
Yeah, delete games and then re-download them. So it was like frustrating because if somebody had a game that
you didn't have, no, it happens all the time to me.
You have to wait like 2 hours to download it.
Happens all the time to me now because I'll delete a game that I'm not playing for like months, and then when I like 6 months later play it, I'm like, I fucking deleted that game, so I have to like re-download it. But and I don't know, like, so this may not be interesting to a lot of people, but the reason I bring it up is because, like, I don't think they're doing this. I'm sure these games are that big and like take up that much space and stuff. But there's obviously some type of also like marketing or like scheme behind it where like if you want to play my game, you have to delete other games off your Xbox to like have like my game. So it's like almost like bullying, like, or like making people delete games to only have like theirs on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you put a game on that's 200, and let's say you already have like 3 games on there or something, like, then now you're at like 90% already like filled. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just interesting. And sometimes Xbox, they say a terabyte, but they already have like 10-15% like already gone due to just random,
Like the software.
yeah, random stuff that's on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, they're like, it's a 1 terabyte, but like our software takes up 250 gigs.
yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like,
So usually, it's only 800, so I can only
what?
really have like 7 games. Now, this is obviously the way around it. Obviously, is just you buy the hard disk.
External hard drive.
Well,
No, you have to have it. I'm pretty sure you have to have it downloaded for the hard disks.
Really? Really? You can't just
To
play.
some
You
extent.
can't just play it off the hard disk anymore.
I'm not sure. Well, like software updates.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that one.
Or like actual updates to the game have to be saved on the.
Yeah.
And I like sometimes these updates are, like the disc itself. I think doesn't really hold that much memory.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure
don't know how it
though.
works, but I will say I had no idea that I played Sea of Thieves a lot. I had no idea that was 61. That was.
I remember when that first came out, man. That's a fun game. I never played it, but
Yeah,
I
I
used to
did.
watch it because it looked fun.
Oh, I watch it a little bit, but I play it a lot.
This guy, I forget what his name was. He played Fortnite.
You switch over to it.
Seas.
I feel like I may have just watched this guy, no joke, because he like got like this loot of like over like $1 million, like $10 million like loot, like stuff that he like did. It was like
What's he look
14
like?
hours.
Does he have long hair?
I didn't see like his like stream or anything. It was just him and like 3 other
Forget
guys.
What, when he played Fortnite, he was so funny.
But I mean, for anyone that's wondering, I guess now we're kind of get the Sea of Thieves is a pirate game. The graphics aren't good. I would say put it almost like on a Minecraft type of like level graphics where it's like almost like clay.
Yeah.
In a way. But you're just a pirate, but you like control your own ship. You go on different just like quests to dig up treasure or like get bounties, things like that. But you explore like the sea, and on the sea, like it's like the map is like a server. And there's only a certain number of people like on that server, and I think they do algorithm like try to like usually put like rank within that. So if you're like really really high, they usually put you like on a harder one. They don't want to put those people like on people that are level 1.
Yeah, they're not gonna throw a level 1 in this like some massive.
Yeah, and just get
but
destroyed.
people know ways around that to like starting new accounts and like.
Just
anyway,
like anybody that on Call of Duty did that.
Exactly.
Of course there's ways around it. But the game's really fun. I got really into it when it first came out probably 2 years ago, maybe. I want to say. I think it was in 2020, so maybe only a year and a half.
No, Sea of Thieves came out like.
Oh, well, it's been out for a long time, but when it came out on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
That's what I know, because it was on computer, I know first. But when it came out on Xbox, which would have happened the summer, like...
I got you. Yeah, you're probably...
Of 2020. It was during COVID. Cause
I actually didn't realize that what I was watching was on computer, but now that you say that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a computer game, but now it's on Xbox. It came out, like, I think in 2020 or maybe 2019. But... Dude, it was so much fun, and it's gotten so much better now. They've put so much things. It's almost like Minecraft. Like I said, they've put so much more details and so many more things you can do and customize this every little detail.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to play with Joe and Mike, and I would just drink rum like all night and just get hammered, and just the more drunk I got, the more I pretended to be a pirate. It was like just screaming stuff. I got that treasure. They're like, "But did we got?" I'm like, "No."
You like jump overboard.
Yeah, I'll just jump overboard off to the island. They just take off without me. Benton, what are you doing? I was like, I gotta get it. Gotta get my doubloons.
Oh my gosh.
And obviously, you can also drink in the game, like,
and get like,
and the more you drink in the game, like your vision and everything gets to get like that. And I'm like, all right, boys, drink it. And like character drinking, I'm like also drinking like just rum and coke like the whole night. I mean, I would have like I would say probably like 10 shots or so, like with like in like just like the nighttime like span. So I'm like
hammered.
I'm fucking obliterated, like going to bed, like singing yo ho, like it was so much fun. Yeah, it was so much fun,
dude.
I really love doing that.
Playing video games drunk. We should get Colin on here to talk about how many times when I played Destiny doing like what's called a raid, which is like basically the hardest thing in the game. It's a group of 6 people that have to work together to defeat like a bigger boss, and perform skilled tasks at certain times on time. Otherwise,
oh really?
You reset.
Is that much?
I
didn't realize there was that much that went into that shit.
Yeah. And there's like different layers, I guess, different layers of it. So like first layer, second layer, third layer. Yeah. Anyway, and if you fail, you reset that layer. You don't reset back to like 0. But there are some where you can't fail at all. Long story short, in the raid in Destiny, you had to go through what's called the Leviathan, which is basically just a big maze.
Yeah.
And if you've done it enough times, you know the maze.
How to go, what to do.
But I was so hammered. Yeah. And, like, we beat this full raid, and I was like, did we just, like, play a raid? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm, like, really drunk. Like, I don't know how I got us through all that. Because no one I was with knew how to do it. So I was like, all right, you go here, you go here. And I'm, like, doing everything.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it was really funny.
No,
video games drunk.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about playing video games drunk. It's just really fun to do. I think, realistically, I think that was really the only game that I ever would get drunk to. Because maybe like Minecraft, because like I said, it's nothing like intense, and I wouldn't do it on Call of Duty because I wanted to be like really focused, like wired in to it. But I don't think there's any other games where I was like hammered. But something about Sea of Thieves just really got me going and into drinking. So really fun times,
dude. I love video games. Yeah, they're so much fun.
I wish I still had like a strong like desire, like passion for video games like I used to.
I just like I would play them too much and not make anything out of them to like make them like a career, if that makes sense. But the only way that I would play video games again would be it'd almost be like a live stream, but like podcast, I guess. Like I would play FIFA with friends and just like record it for what we talk about. Yeah. Just to be playing a game. But besides that, like I don't think that I would just get too into it if I got games again. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely feel it. But I feel like though for me, and there's a game. I know we talk about games for a fucking minute here. I used to be really big into games. Kind of got out of it after college, and then senior year, kind of picked it back up a little bit. Got like a little bit into like Sea of Thieves, other stuff like that. Call of Duty, I picked it up again for a little bit. Tried out the Apex and stuff like that. Warzone. Never played Fortnite, other than like one time like on your computer. Mm-hmm. But. I just feel like these other games are coming out. They just aren't the same, and maybe that's because like I've grown up or something. Maybe everything's not the same, but like, dude, Modern Warfare 2 was just like so good and like addictive. And I mean, I was playing till like 3 a.m. and everything was like leveling up and doing all these different challenges and things like that. And I just like don't get that feeling anymore with these games. The only games I really now get a good feeling like of that type of feeling is like Skyrim will give me that feeling. And then like maybe like some of the Call of Duties, but even Call of Duties now, I don't know why they're just like not doing it for me.
Yeah, I haven't played long enough that I don't know what the reward system in FIFA's like anymore. But like I just always liked playing FIFA more so just to like relax for fun, but was also good enough that I'd played pro clubs, which is when you control one player, not a whole team.
Yeah.
Which most people do a whole team when they talk about FIFA. I feel like pro clubs isn't the main attraction, but like I remember in the different Call of Duties to get like different camos for your gun took like so much effort and like
dude,
work that
to get like it was like blue ice or like blue tiger on like your sniper. You had to get like
50 headshots.
Like headshot. Yeah,
there's
like
1,000 headshots to get like red fall.
Yeah. Yeah, the orange one,
yeah.
But dude, like, yeah, you had like really freaking work at like stuff, like
and
put
that was,
in
like,
the
for
grind
each
and
gun.
time.
But then like in Call of Duties after that, after Modern Warfare 2, it was like once you got all the guns, all the camos, then you got dark matter, or like whatever. And like it was just so much. I feel like another game that would really get me hooked though is like that Assassin's Creed Vikings one or whatever.
Valhalla.
Yeah, I feel like that would get me because I played God of War.
I've heard that's fun. Oh, dude, God of War's really fun.
I 100%ed that game, like trophies and everything. That is such a good game.
That is amazing.
And then like I 100%ed Spider-Man in like 2 days. The only reason I played that was because I had a PlayStation 2 Spider-Man that I was like super nostalgic over. So when the new one came out, I was like, I want to fly around New York.
Yeah, so...
Plus I had been to New York and I like recognize stuff. I'm like, I know where to go. All right, we're going to go down this street.
That's funny. Now, the only game, and we'll kind of wrap up on games here, but the only game that I'm looking forward to, the next game that I am getting is the new Harry Potter game that's coming out. It's like Harry Potter like Legacy, because they're, from at least what I've read and what I've seen, they're marketing it kind of like Skyrim, where it's just gonna be a big open world like Hogwarts, and you can choose
how you spend it.
Yeah, like you can choose like your house, and you can do like evil, like dark stuff, or you can do good things, like you can focus on like charms or dark arts or potions. Like you can like focus on like build up your skills and like that, become a master at that. It's like I'm really hoping.
And then go online and find people that
I don't know if it's gonna be online. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be a first person like sandbox game. I don't think it's gonna be online.
Why couldn't they? Like,
we'll see. If,
I feel like there's a market for something like that.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm really looking forward to that game. I've been looking forward for like over a year now.
Imagine if like a company, well, like I don't know if Harry Potter's a company, but I just assume like the brand or whatever.
Franchise, Warner Brothers.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess it would be Warner Brothers, so probably. But if there was a popular series like that, if they had their own, if they just came out with their own gaming system that only had like the Harry Potter, you know what I'm saying? Like how much they would sell it.
That or if they like how God of War is, if they sold the rights to only one gaming thing like Xbox, you know, God of War can only be played on PlayStation, and Gears of War can only be played on Xbox and stuff like that.
I hated that.
What, Gears of War?
No. They did that.
Yeah, I hated that too, but whatever. So, and video games definitely were a big part, I would say, of like childhood for sure. At least I feel like our generation.
Definitely mine.
Our generation was. Yeah. But speaking about generations, and if there's gonna be any in the future, World War III, it's coming.
You think so?
I don't know, dude. I feel like every weekend I hear more shit about this Russia, Kazakhstan feud, and everyone's fighting. They're gonna invade, and so war's gonna break out, and then NATO's gonna happen, and then we're got the have to draft, and then we're all gonna have to go. I don't know. I've been seeing memes also like on TikTok of like some of the new like just like rap music saying like me and my boys like in a tank rolling down to Russia like to shoot everyone up like, and they're like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
What do you think would happen?
Oh well, dude, I'm just thinking of like another meme because it was like back in like COVID times. I think things got kind of hot or something. Something was getting hot between North Korea and that, like talking about going to war with North Korea because some shit was happening. And there's a bunch of TikToks and memes that came out like of because they're gonna say the draft is gonna happen. So the guys, like two guys, they're like doing a skit. They're all dressed up military outfit, bombs and guns sounding like off like in the background, and they're like, and the soldiers like, get up there and like shoot. And the guy's saying like, no, fuck you, like I ain't doing that. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't make me like. I didn't sign up for this shit. You made me here. Like I ain't gonna do jack. I was like, dude, that probably happened, 100%. Like, if like some people got drafted, like our generation people, I feel like
that's what I'm.
They'd have some people that'd be like, no, like I don't give a shit. Fuck it, like I'm not gonna do it. I'll sit here. I don't care.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like.
What are you gonna do? Kill
I feel like at this, like our generation at this point, like I don't know this to be a fact, but I just feel like they would just be like, I draft you, okay? Like
yeah, whatever. Guess who's not showing up?
Me. No, but like yeah, I just feel like they'd be like, fuck you, like
they're like
find someone else to fight your war.
Like military guys show up at the door, like, hey, like you're here. For, I was like, you're drawn for the draft.
My dad's not home.
I was like, no. Shuts the door, locks it, like gets back on the Xbox. Dude, you never believe who just showed up. You're playing Call of Duty. God, I wish I could be in the war. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how well our generation would handle if a draft happened.
I feel like what I would say is like it would be like if it was for something stupid. Well, I don't mean stupid. Something that our generation would perceive as a dumb reason to go to war. Yeah. Then they wouldn't want to. But like if it was something that was more
if it was here like homebound,
yeah, there you go.
I think
I feel like there would be a different
100%. Yeah, if it was like homebound, yeah, I could see myself like being a lot more like willing to it. But
to me, sometimes
I think the only reason we would actually go to war over there is because of NATO or like some pact, whatever it is, because we're like have allies and stuff.
And then the other thing, I mean, I don't know this to be true either, but I feel like sometimes, as we know, it can be tough to trust the news and like.
Yeah, of course.
How bad is it, and
how bad is it worse? Or is it how bad is it, or is it even worse than like what they were reporting?
It's like hard to tell.
Are they downplaying it, or are they upplaying it?
Yeah, for whatever reasons. So, but I don't know. To me personally, I don't feel like I can't understand why Russia would.
I don't know the whole backstory. I haven't done a freaking research, typical Benton, but yeah, I think I don't know, some shit's happening over there, and they'll take it. But I'm trying to see where Kyrgyzstan is, like borderline to the other countries, like because if Russia got it, then who would Russia be bordering more? You know,
more Eastern Europe, probably like. Somewhere near like Bulgaria or somewhere like I don't know.
Is it?
I could be wrong.
Not that's in Kazakhstan. Is it not? It's Ukraine, right? Is that where they're about to go fight?
I'm not exactly sure which border it is.
Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania.
Yeah, it might be.
Belarus. It has to be freaking.
Look up the headlines. They'll tell you.
It's definitely Ukraine. I don't know why I keep saying Kazakhstan. Is that even a real place anymore? Is Kazakhstan a real place?
I don't even know. I'm not up on world politics and what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe I just fucking made myself seem like a dumbass.
We do that every week.
Yeah, it's Russia, Ukraine.
Russia, Ukraine.
Yeah, that's the
issue?
Ukraine tensions. U.S. trying to draw Russia into a war, says Putin. That was 3 hours ago. By BBC.
Well, you know what else Putin said? He likes Bitcoin.
Dude, where's Bitcoin made?
Bitcoin was made by what is considered a group of people or a person that all Bitcoin is software.
Where are they from?
Well,
Where do they resonate from?
I don't know exactly. What do you mean? Like, the guy's name, or the name that's associated with creating Bitcoin is Satoshi Nakamoto or something like that.
Yeah, I see it.
And some people say that it's a pseudonym or whatever. Some people say it's a group of people. Some people say that it's one person.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. What if?
Well, go ahead.
No, you keep going. You keep going. I was just thinking, like, what if Bitcoin was made in Russia 10 years ago, and all we did was fund Russia now for the war? And that's why it's tanking, because they're getting ready for war. They're selling it all.
Well, the thing about it is that it's completely decentralized.
Yeah, I know. I'm just crazy.
I know. What's really crazy is if you actually read the white paper on Bitcoin, the white paper is basically just what describes how it runs and why it does the things that it does, but it is super complex software programmable monetary policy.
Yeah. So BBC saying 4 hours ago, or JK 1 minute ago. God damn,
You're on top of the
I'm on the
news.
mark. Yeah, that Putin's getting pissed, saying that the U.S. is trying to force Russia to go to war with Ukraine. I don't know. Or they're making him seem like he really wants to, or something like that. I don't know. But Russia keeps moving 100,000 troops equipped with full military and air power and everything to the Ukraine border. 100,000.
The thing
Chilling.
is, sometimes
It's just a training exercise.
Well, sometimes it's almost like, is Russia trying to put troops there because the U.S. is going to put troops there?
Yeah.
And
maybe they're just covering their own ass.
Yeah, and maybe, from our perspective, we assume that the U.S. is going there to help, but as we know, the U.S. could have malintentions of trying to take some oil pipeline area. You know what I mean? There's so much that goes on in those little parts of the world that I
don't know, man. But Russia's so damn big. They got
Russia's
so
huge.
much land. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then again, how much of it is actually inhabitable? I don't know. Usable land.
I feel
that I don't know.
A lot of it's usable. It just takes work to make it usable.
Yeah. They just need a bunch of Bitcoin.
And they need a bunch of people. Yeah, and they need a bunch of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't know. So, if the draft happens, if I get drafted, you're coming with me, right? Right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Hell yeah. Well, or if I get, well, how do you get out of the draft? I know for at least men, because I know women. There's other things I think being pregnant or other stuff like that. But if you go back to school, or if you're in school, can you not get drafted?
I'm not sure.
Going to get my master's. Sorry.
Going to get my master's.
Chris is going to finish my bachelor's. Sorry, can't go.
Nah, I don't know how the draft works in terms of how you get out of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Some people, I know that before when there was a draft, some people decided that it wasn't worth waiting to maybe get drafted. They were better off to go and actually enlist and become a higher rank quicker.
All right, so if Congress and presidents authorize a draft calling registered men's... so this would... Oh, wow, that's interesting. So the Selective Service System will start calling registered men ages 18 to 25 for duty. So we just got to hold out this war for me, I got to hold out, 8 more months? Yeah, because February.
You're going to turn 25.
No, but turn 26.
Oh, I'll be turning 26 too. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Well, how much longer you to have? I guess.
August.
Is that's 7? No, that's 8, right? You 8. So you only got 6 more months.
So only to 25, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting, right? 18 to 25. Talk about just fucking up Gen Z or Gen X, whatever.
Bro, can you imagine?
They just do it to fuck. They're like, we really hate this generation. We need to kill them all. But they say God. 18 and 25, men will be called in a sequence determined by random lottery number and year of birth. The men will be examined for mental, physical, and moral fitness for military service.
I'd be claiming mental insanity.
Like I said, I'm gonna. You just go up in there like, oh man, never mind. I can't say something. I'll get fired. I'll say some stuff, but let's just say
I won't be going.
I'm just saying, once I walk in, they definitely don't think I'll be fit for life. What exempts you from the draft? Certain elected officials, of course.
Yeah.
Exempt so long as they continue to hold office. Veterans, generally exempt. Immigrants, damn. I burned my passport, renounced my citizenship. Dual nationals, some cases many exempt. I think that's it. That was just some of them.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, hold on. This is something from PBS. Interesting. PBS is giving facts. U.S. currently operates under an all-voluntary arms force policy. All male citizens between the ages 18 and 26 are required to register for the draft and are liable for training. When did we register for the draft?
When you sign up to vote. The first time when you're 18 or whatever.
But what if you never sign up to vote?
Usually to do just about anything like college application,
okay.
Somewhere along in there, there's you gotta register.
For some reason I don't remember registering.
I got my card, I think, actually.
For the draft?
Yeah, your selective service card.
Wait, what the fuck?
But I think my wallet got washed, and I don't know if I have it anymore. But I'm pretty sure.
It says that this one, the draft, is going to hit you all the way to 35, is what it says. So,
selective service number. And my name.
Why the fuck do you have this?
Because...
Dude, this is insane. I've never seen one of these cards.
I don't know. I just got
gosh.
it. Selective service member. It's got my number.
Dude, well, if the draft happens, I'm gonna DM them your number. Be like, hey, can y'all pull this lottery number? Thanks. Oh my god. I don't know. Well, kind of wrapping up, coming to an end here. We're a little bit over an hour. New Year's resolutions going good for you. I can tell you. I forgot fully what all mine were. But I feel like I've been using a lot of the talk to text. A lot.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I said for the New Year's resolutions.
Oh, I think my two. Were
too busy.
My 2 were talk to text. Use that, which I have been a lot, actually, which has been pretty good.
I've been slacking on that.
And then WRV t-shirts. We're 1 month into the year, and I haven't bought a single WRV t-shirt. So I'm a little bit behind, so I need to go buy 4 WRV t-shirts.
How many are you supposed to buy?
1 a week.
You said that?
Yeah, I think I did.
I don't remember that at all.
I think I did say that.
I've been so bad lately of
Dude, it's only $1,300 on the year. Their t-shirts are $25. That's what it would be.
You would have 52 shirts.
Fresh tees. I get all rid of my other ones. I just have fresh tees.
I would love to get rid of all my shirts and just
$25 every week. Get a t-shirt. It's fresh and stuff. You're good. No pit stains or anything like that. Love the brand.
But no, I was just I feel like lately, anytime I haven't been listening very well. People will say things and I'll be like, oh yeah. And then they tell me the same thing days, weeks, however much later. Yeah. I'm like, nuh-uh, you said that? We agreed on that? I said yeah. I don't know, it's just been really bad. I guess my mind's been in other places.
Time traveling.
Time traveling, yep. But I need to get it straight. But no, New Year's resolution goals and things. I've been busy for the first half of the month, but it's time to start working toward.
Yeah, I'm trying to work as hard as I can to get stuff together. Oh, Kitty wants to say goodbye, I guess. She comes up here. But
Ashlyn, say bye.
Oh no, she's laying down grooming now. But yeah, I think that's it for this one. Christian, you got anything you want to wrap up with?
I think that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for episode 4, season 2. Start shooting us your comments and everything. How to get on Jeff and Cheryl, though they haven't sent us anything. Apparently, they didn't know that
we were back
that the new season happened.
I didn't think they would.
So I think they're getting caught up this week. So hopefully we'll have some things back from them. Or if anyone else has anything, shoot me text, DMs, anything will work, comments. We'll read it, literally, if it's terrible. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.